Hi, there's Aquasmart. We decided to do a video on how to plan events. We're going to give you 5 tips, and in line with that, as Aquasmart, we also plan events such as birthdays, anniversaries, proposals, any kind of event, depending on whatever our clients want. And so today we're going to do a video on planning events. So she'll give us the first tip. So the first tip for me will be start early. Whether you are planning a wedding, a conference, whatever it is important to start early to avoid last minute rushes. And when you start early, it helps you, it gives you time to list everything that you want to do, everything that you need, and it gives you time to get all the service providers, and it will save you a lot of pressure and stress. So remember to start early, even months before if it's possible. Don't wait when it's just a month to the event to start planning. Yes, and then my point will be always get the correct color code, because sometimes someone might say pink, it might be hot pink, or it might be each other pink, baby pink. So make sure you get the correct code. There's usually a color chart where you can get a code, and even when you're getting the fabrics images for deco, it's good to go with that code so that you have that specific color, because it will be so bad when a client wanted a particular color and then when they come to the event they find it's a totally different color. Then my next point would be have a budget. So you to avoid overspending or spending less, you need to have a budget, so that even when you're acquiring things, you know that you what range you should be in, what you're supposed to, you get what I'm saying, like the costs of everything. And remember to put miscellaneous costs. Have a plus, or whatever your budget is, have a plus, so that you don't, if you miss something and you have to go for another option that's more expensive, it will not cost you so much. It will not it will not be an abrupt thing. You'll have planned for that already. So it's important to have a budget, and this is done in the early stages. The same way you start early, you have a budget as you start, not when you've gotten to the middle of the planning. So have a budget, sorry. Then my second point would be aware of the number of people you're dealing with. Know the people you're going to serve. If you're in catering, know the number. If you're doing the decor, know the number, so that when you're bringing the chairs, you don't have an incident where the chairs are less than the people who are coming. So always work together with your client so that you can estimate the number of people who will be in that event. It makes planning much more easier and much more accurate. Then my next point will be pay attention to details. So you know the devil is in the details. Some very small things people tend to overlook, but they are really important. And they are actually, most of the time, they are really, really tiny things. Like let's say you have you're organizing a conference. Things like when people come in, how they are going to register. You see, it's like common knowledge. People will come in and register, but you might miss to do, like, make the registration process an interesting thing, so that your guests are they are pleased from the start and they enjoy the entire event. So make sure the nitty-gritties, you take care of that. Don't overlook things. The small details like food. Okay, food is not a small detail. Food is actually a major detail, but the small things, make sure that you pay attention to those, so that the entire event is going to be a good thing, and people are not going to get reasons to complain about anything. Then my other tip would be always work hand in hand with other service providers, because it makes the whole event seamless. For instance, like the decor people have to work together with the caterers, so that you know if you're doing the decoration,
is the tent for the food also being worked on? Because that is usually a conflict most of the times, where the catering people don't come with their own things, and they expect the people who are doing the decor, if they're not the same providers, to do their place for them. So you should work hand in hand so that you can understand each other and know which part you're playing.
Then my next point is secure a location early and have a plan B. So it's good as you start planning to have the location first, so that everything else is planned around the location. When you've actually, before even looking for the service providers, look for the location, so that you don't first look for the service providers, then go hunting for a location, and you find a location that is too far, and it becomes costly to have to move a service provider from one location to the other. So look for the location first, make sure that it's to your liking, and don't send people. Go yourself to make sure that it's perfect, because you're the person who knows what you want and how you want your event to be. Then have a plan B. Sometimes locations can fail you. Someone can just at the last minute decide they're not good, they've changed the terms and they don't want you to use the location that you had selected, and they're willing to return your money, but you have already planned too far. Or you had looked for an open ground, maybe it's a wedding, and the tents are not the canvas tents, and so that makes and then it rains, so you will have to have a plan B to make sure the event still runs seamlessly, even with any hitches that may occur in future.
And then my last one would be always be a few hours earlier on every single thing. If you expect something to be brought in at around 8, say you need it by 6:30, so that if there is delay, the delay will not be as much. But if you always give the exact time, the chances are you'll always be delayed on delivery. So always be on the earlier side and work with early times other than the actual time.
And my last point is have pictures. Make arrangements for pictures to be taken, or it did not happen. You know what people say, that if they do not see the pictures, it did not happen. So make sure you have arrangements for pictures to be taken, whether it's looking for the photographer and making sure the entire place is looking picture ready, because in an event everything is a backdrop to a good picture. So make sure everything is looking nice and clean, and have your photographers. Then also photographs help in social media marketing.
Also when other clients want to know what you do, how you work.
True.
It's a good evidence.
Then people say if there were no pictures, it did not happen. So make sure you take nice pictures, and their pictures that can be the pictures are ready, so that if anyone wants a picture, you can send it to them. So thank you so much for listening to us. I hope you enjoyed, and make sure that you subscribe and like. Thank you. Bye.